Hello, this is Buffy from Boston Mountain Homestead, and I thought I'd take you on a walk around the property today. It's a little nicer than it was yesterday. So come along with me. So, the animals we have is a cat. His name is Mogwai. We have our puppy Xena, and we have another little terrier dog. Her name is Kira. Kira we got from the Humane Society. And then my husband and I took a conceal and carry class, and he had these puppies that I showed you yesterday, and that's where we got Kira. My husband wants to eventually get a German Shepherd. He wants me to have a huge dog so that for protection around here from not only other people but from wild animals. So, and if you watch Kira, she's a heel nipper. That Australian Shepherd in her is kind of taking over. She kind of goes at your feet. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff down there to deal with. Once we get that other area done. When we first were moving out here, we were trying to get stuff moved and we didn't really have any place to put it, so my husband and I started putting stuff over there out of the way because we weren't sure exactly where this mobile home was going to go. So we put it down there. These are some peach trees. They're not in very good shape. I think that I'll end up taking them out and replacing them with something else. We don't have any shortage of wild blackberry bushes around here. Yep, there's still water in that pond. That pond stays dry most of the time, except for when it rains and it fills up and then it goes away again. This is that shed that I was saying that we had on the property. I'd take you inside, but you wouldn't be able to see anything. I'll take you around the pond and show you. At the edge of the pond is the cliff into this ravine area. And our property goes up to this ravine, and it follows the ravine for a little ways back into those woods. I haven't been back here all summer because I've been working on trying to lose some weight so that my knees don't hurt so bad. Right down there is the edge of the property line along that cliff, and then it goes straight down from there. But it sure is beautiful. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's water running down there all the time. There's a little waterfall back in here. The other thing we had problems with is massive amounts of ticks. I'm hoping that with chickens and maybe some guineas, I don't know yet. I'm worried about keeping guineas and keeping them safe out here. One of the things we need to do is clean up some garbage that the previous owners have left back here. There's a TV in this woods and some buckets, and there's a pile of trash right there that needs to be cleaned up. Which probably won't happen in the next year because once this gets overgrown, I won't go in here for a while. I like to clear out some of these small trees. Make it easier to get in and out of here. And then maybe put some goats in this area to clean up the brambles. So our property line goes to the edge of this ravine to where that marker is. Last time I was in here was when it was looking like this because there was no vegetation and it was easier to get back here when we came and looked at the property. Can you hear it? So that's one thing that I'm going to do is try and get this area cleaned up between me and my husband and my son, and hopefully the rest of our kids. Larry and I have 7 children between us. The oldest being 32 and the youngest 22. And then we have, I think 13 grandkids. 3 girls and the rest are all boys. Walk around the brambles so I don't get them stuck in my pants. So we have some weird stuff going on here at this trailer that we never understood. One of them is there's pipe. It comes up out of the ground right here, and we don't know what it's for. We haven't figured that out yet. And then there's a septic type pipe coming out from underneath that trailer into the ground. But the thing is there's no plumbing attached to the house. And that's our outhouse that was here when we bought the property. So those bins right there are where we compost our human manure. We just added 2 more pieces to it. We moved here in June and we finally filled up the one. And so that was with 3 of us staying here. Now it's just me most of the time, so I don't expect to fill that one up anytime soon. One of the things is we had planted a bunch of trees on my mom's property, and when she sold it, they didn't want the trees. And so we tried digging them up, which was a big mistake. You're moving them here, and they didn't make it. So a pile of trees is a big stump that was in the yard that my husband dug up, and the fruit trees that did not make it. So we got to start over with fruit trees, buying them, and have my husband put them in. I also was going to show you how we pieced this skirting together. As you can see, we used self-tapping screws, and we cut it so that it would overlap and it slides together. And we tried to get the cut part opposite of each other. So this one has the cut down here, and this one has the cut up here, and we did that all the way down. And then we ran out. This was the original skirting, this plastic stuff, to this mobile home, and then this metal stuff was the skirting for our other mobile home. And as you can tell, it's a lot taller on this trailer because of the slope of the property than our other one, so we had to piece this together also. And so we screwed it together and attached it up here with screws too. We did that all the way down on this side. On the other side, I didn't need to piece it together. It's just on this tall side we had to. This is a peach tree, and it's pretty good size. For the most part, it's pretty healthy. It just needs to be trimmed up. So in the next month, I'm going to come out here and cut on this thing and get rid of some of the dead. Here's another stump that needs to be taken out. And I love this. I don't like how bushy it is, so I thought about cutting it up so that it's more like a tree instead of a bush. This is a cedar tree. The other issue with this, though, is I want apples, and you can't have cedar and apples at the same time because you get cedar rust on your apples. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tour, and if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Thank you.